I ain't got about a minute of battery left. I'm going to hook it up to the charger. That is re-winterizing the Suburban.
Yep, got to take the fender wells off, put these other headers back on it, and put my heater box back on it and prepare for winter time.
So
we've had the joys of no heat all summer, so now we got to go back to reality.
Yeah. And get rid of exhaust leaks.
Yeah, we got a bad exhaust leak. That header's cracked over there, just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So.
Alright.
Go back where we started.
Yep. And plug this thing up to charge. I got no battery. Alright, well, Dad got his muffler stuff swapped over in the Suburban, which is good. And I had this thing running. I put these spark plugs in it, fired it up, and it was running. And, pulled down a little bit, then all of a sudden it just went, shut off. And being paranoid like we are, yanked transmission, clutch, everything out. Then I pulled the pan and got there and looking, and so far so good. I don't see nothing. You can crank it over by hand pretty easy. Well, not easy. It's a 12-to-1 motor, but still fairly easy. But I didn't see no spun bearings. None of the rods are loose, and I don't think a main bearing would have spun and not been able to see it. Plus, the motor didn't chirp before it shut off. It just shut off.
It just like it had the clutch. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah. And then we pulled the clutch off, and then you could actually turn the starter and it goes crank it over like it should. So, I don't know, but look at this clutch.
It loosened up there to get all that garbage. The clutch is all fucking tight.
Yeah, everything was locked down, wouldn't budge. And heavy duty clutch. She didn't heavy duty grab. It was set up right, everything was done right. So that's why she went at 820 instead of 760s. Or whatever it's gonna run, I have no idea because I can't never make a full pass. But yep. So I guess I'll be getting me another clutch. Which just sucks because this is an awesome clutch disc and everything. Everything looks good. So I think maybe I should have got a different flywheel, which I am going to buy. See? It's got that ring around it right there. This don't make no sense. Makes no sense at all. Well, guess new flywheel, new clutch, new everything. Well, I had to go spend money. I got a new flywheel, and I'm gonna clean up the clutch. Todd Napier said just to hit it with 80 grit sandpaper and hit the flywheel. Hit the pressure plate and the disc both with 80 grit sandpaper and scuff them up and put it back there, and it should be fine. And then just make sure my throwout bearing's not rubbing or dragging or whatever else, and put it all back together. So that's what we're gonna do. But I did buy a new flywheel because my other one is shot. You'll see when I take it out.
That's not even talking about. It must be terrible just to buy a flywheel.
Yeah, you know it's bad if I have to buy a part. Whatever's in it is bad.
$70.
Now that 80 buku.
Yeah, $80 in bad situation. Do that.
You can only sand one so many times. But this has got a lot of cracks and stuff in it. Everybody will feel better about me changing anyhow.
We're just talking on the way out here. We got the next video is going to be number 500. And we got all y'all to thank for it. So we're going to do like a little collage shit. It'll be cool. We're going to do something up. But we're going to thank all you fans and shit, because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have 500 on there and wouldn't be able to keep 500 on there. So.
Oh yeah.
It might not be shit that nobody does a lot of videos for us old poor ass folks. Ain't got nothing.
A lot of y'all haven't seen all the videos because they go back so far. I don't think YouTube allows you to scroll back far enough. But there's 500 videos on there.
It's really hard to find, but they do. Everything's on there, and it's been for a lot of years. But we're gonna do something special. Just thank everybody. Everybody's behind us and ahead of us and everything else. We're just gonna thank everybody. So.
It's not this video. It's the next one. This one will be $4.99, and the next one will be
the next we'll
500.
We're gonna try to put everybody in all the pictures. Just do something. We're gonna do something cool.
Yeah. So everybody out there, go do a burnout in your car, send me the video or send me a link to it, and I'll add them all to it or do all the pictures. I mean, just anything.
Yeah, just a thank you or put something on your phone, send it to us, whatever the hell, just send it.
Yeah, send it my way. We'll add it in one big video.
Big Daddy Dale at yahoo.com. Big Daddy Dale 65 at yahoo.com.
Send it on. Or send it to me.
Yeah, do a burnout.
JUDD Wilson 83 at yahoo.com.
Yeah, do a burnout, put your family on there, do whatever you want to do, man, don't matter. Yeah. We're just gonna throw everybody in this thing because it's all everybody's part of this shit. So if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be none of us. So we all keep each other rocking and rolling. So
that's it. That's it.
It'll be pretty good.
Party good, boy.
Gotta thank the people that makes it real as it gets, and that's y'all. We real as it gets, and y'all real as it gets, and everybody just keeps on being real as it gets.
Speaking of real as it gets, we just sitting here thinking everything's busted except the 74 and the 57.
Yeah, work on my ramp truck tomorrow. 57 still running. I'm gonna try to start it here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna start. What we're gonna do is do the shuffle, put the ramp truck from back yonder up front, up here to where it's in where we have to fix it.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So.
And then somebody asked on YouTube on there, I always run the truck. We wasn't in the SCGA, wasn't running with them. It's two different types of vehicles. The only reason we didn't take these two gashers down there at Bristol, we just didn't. Justin didn't have the money and it wasn't ready. And I just don't want to go running that Justin running. Next year, they'll both be at Bristol. Truck ain't going next year. They're both going to be running side by side at Bristol. But it's just two different deals. I want to run the truck, I want to run the gears, and I want to go down and do my bucket list and try to drive it somebody down there and show it as tough as the hell as it's always been. And nobody think it could do it, but it did do it. So that's the only reason. These two cars ain't got the gear for highway and ain't got the gear to make a long trip. They ain't got the valve springs, they ain't got the gear, and it's two different types of vehicles.
You take off with tunnel ram 660, 600 something lift, 557, yeah, 586 with a Muncie 4-speed.
I mean, you can drive it, but you just try to launch out and go 100 miles. You'll be just like me coming back on the truck.
Plus, we got a race November 4th at Shadyside, and we blow them up there. We might not be able to get them fixed in time for Shadyside.
We're just all combined together for last race Shadyside. You don't want to see these gashers. You come on down to Shadyside November 4th, because I think it's the 4th, yeah.
Yeah, November 4th.
November 4th. You just come on down there, because we're going to get them all bunched up, and we ain't doing the rest of the races because we ain't got the money, because it costs a blue fortune to try to keep up with the SCGA, all the places they go and everything they do. We just think the big money's pushing the little money out. You just can't do it.
We go down there, we race each other, we put them back on the trailer, and we use back towards the house.
Yeah, the only reason I went to Bristol is because my mom was going, and she's 85 years old, and she still didn't get to go after all, so it just wasn't worth shit anyway. So I think we'll bring her with us November 5th to Shadyside, and y'all can meet her.
November 4th.
November 4th. So.
Yeah, that's Shadyside, not Greer. They doing another race at Greer. Yeah. Come to Shadyside.
Yeah, it's a hot rod union at Greer. They're kind of doing all this stupid shit again. They're going to be running the same day and all, and it don't matter. It don't matter what you want to go see. Everybody go see what cars they want to see, and it ain't nothing wrong with them having to race the same day and all this bicky-pocky bullshit back and forth. It don't make a monkey shit. There's going to be a lot of cars at both tracks. Go see which ones you want to see, and God bless everybody for doing it.
Yeah, but come see us at Shadyside. That's where we're going to be.
The cutthroat stuff and the little I done this and he did that and this ain't good enough and all this. That bullshit is ruining this whole sport. It's ruining it. And y'all need to knock it the hell off. Let everybody do their thing, man. At least everybody's still doing it. They ain't quit sitting at home. But it's getting outpriced, and their pricing stuff's so damn high. And they want people to run parts that you can't run. Nobody can afford it. You know, people are wanting to give up now because they actually think that having a damn gasher, you got to run 550s or whatever to 8, and that's sad. You know, they went around and turned around and make everybody think if you look in the gasher now, you think you got to have 5-second gasher just to show up, and that's ridiculous. There's no sense in that.
Well, D-gas is flying now. D-gas is in the 6s.
Yeah, D-gas is in the 6s. I mean, that's just. I mean, unless you can afford to just keep dumping money into it and all that stuff, you just can't do it.
No.
And the big money put the small people out in the 60s, and it'll do it again. You just can't keep up. We just do what we do, and we make money. We make them money. So when we show up with the cars, we make them money. So we don't make no money, so they make money. So it's all good. We do what we can. If it ain't good enough, it's tough shit.
We come, fans come hang out with us, see us, and we try to race them. We usually break them, but we try to race them.
We love to be at every event, but just can't do it. It's just logic, you know. It's just, you know, it's just how it is. Some people's going broke ain't they're going broke.
No.
Their idea of broke is showing up with $50 in your pocket. Some other people, when they get down to $10,000 in the bank, they have a damn nightmare because they're broke. Two different things.
Oh yeah, big time.
But we just do what we can do, and y'all just come on out and have a good time, hang out with us.
But we'll see.
He said last night he was going to buy a new flywheel, new clutch, everything. Now he's back to resurface the clutch again.
Well, Napier said that it would be fine as long as I resurface it, and he runs that same clutch, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna trust him.
Todd's the transmission man. He knows. He said Justin showed him a picture of the flywheel stuff. He knows what was wrong with it before Justin told him.
Yeah.
He said your throwout bearing was cocked in the forward. Sure.
Yeah, he said it was rubbing up against there and keeping engagement on a little bit, causing it to slip like that. So.
But it's all good. But the SCGA is going to be down there at Shady Side. The Hot Rod Union, that's all the outlaw gashers and stuff. They're going to be at Greer, so just go to any one you want to, man. You'll be fine. There's going to be plenty of gashers. They said they're supposed to be 70 at the Shady Side race, Southeast Gashers. So
which means 40 or 50.
It'll probably be 70. Every time they say 70, it'll probably be 40, so a solid 40.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then you got to expect.
We'll show up. We'll make them some money just like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care about the fan count. We care about what fans is there. It don't matter about the count. We care about the fans that's there.
Yeah.
The real fans. You can have.
Well, there's 20,000 or 20 of them.
You can have 25,000 fans, but if you got 10 real fans, that's the ones that matter.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a count monies and dollars all your life, but if you ain't got no real fans, you ain't got nothing. So it don't matter. I mean about.
They stand by you.
No, them big dollar signs don't get you through life. They'll get you some cool shit, but they won't get you through life. That's all that matters, really good.
That's it. But like I said, we'll be at Shady Side. So if you want to come see us, we'll be at Shady Side.
We'll be there, so pump it up. Come on.
Hopefully we'll be there. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, nothing that them. Don't say nothing.
Might have to tow it there and fix it at the track.
You ain't got time to fix it at the track.
I will if I ain't racing.
As soon as you come off the trailer, you better be ready to go, because it's on. There ain't no rest down there.
We just got to line them up and both go at the same time. That's it.
Yeah, just one time. Me and Justin just need to get your one pass in. And then we'll go first round. They'll pair us up with a damn
fastest one there.
6-second cars and flick us right out of there.
Number one qualifier is what Dad always gets.
Every time. Every time. They run the fastest against the slowest. Shit, you ain't got a chance in hell.
Get that junk on out of here.
Yep. Put you on the trailer and send you on to the house.
Hey, if we get put out, we'll just take them up there and we'll just start running them up there in the return lane, somewhere where it's flat. We'll just take them up there to the street.
Yeah, we'll go run them street. It's all good. They run it how they run it. That's just how it is. Ain't bitching, it's just how it is. So,
I mean, I could care less. It don't make no difference to me.
It'll be like, yeah, we're looking to even have anybody show up. So that's why we're looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Especially us.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? She's even better today. See these cracks and stuff? They're getting close to the center. So, I'm pretty sure they're just heat cracks, but still, it could probably be resurfaced. But I done bought a new one. And that cracker is pretty big, and these are real big. You can actually feel them. So, put a new one in it, it'll be fine. Plus, the new one weighs 4 more pounds.
Yeah, there's a carburetor or something or other.
Oh, that's a thing to adjust for 1-to-1. I was looking for it the other day. Where's it at?
I don't know. It's in this bag of stuff in the 57.
I'll put this in my carburetor bag.
I thought that was something special stuff you probably.
Yeah, it's to make a carburetor 1-to-1.
See, I found something nice.
You can actually adjust these things. See this? Jerry Stewart gave me this a long time ago. You can actually adjust to make your secondary come in when you want it to. Later or earlier or full on 1-to-1. Really cool. I was looking for that the other day to put on Colton's 650.
We're just going through my stuff, cleaning out Penny and getting ready for November 4th.
Get ready.
Don't come see us.
Come on.
Southeast Geyser. I support them 100%.
Oh yeah. And Jason, got your cranks right here. And
yep, cranks are in Hot Rod Alley.
yeah, gonna be built. I'm gonna take that 327 block and build another 302.
Yep.
Just gotta order some rods.
Yep. Come on down there and hang out with us, Jason. Bring your boys. Come on down there to Shady Side.
Yeah.
On the meet. On the meet. On the meet. We support all the camaraderie. We do not support bullshit and horseshit. Those two things need to go. The nitpick and want to make people look bad stuff, I don't support that at all. It's like somebody push you down the damn mud when you're 5 years old, you can't get over it. Yeah, let it go. Let it go and let's all race. Have a good time.
Have a ball. That's what we plan to do.
I've said this 100 times. I support every one of them damn race cars. I don't give a shit what it is, how it's built, or who it is. If you love it and your ass out there running it, God bless you.
That's it.
There's so many people want to quit and not do that. Rob Petit is building that truck. He told me the other day he's wanting to sell his transmission. He said he wasn't going to build it.
Why?
He's giving it up. I guess something happened or whatever. And then he wrote me back. I was like, man, I hate to hear that. And then he wrote me back and said he was going to continue on. So I guess he's back on it. So, I don't know. He said he didn't think he was going to be able to afford to do it. Which, there you go again.
Well, there's different ways to afford to do stuff.
Thinking big money crap.
Yeah, just...
If you listen to everybody, you'll spend $5 million on a gasser. If you listen to everybody and they say, here's what you should do and here's what you need to do and here's instead of doing just getting the damn thing running and getting out there, if you do all this proper shit, you'll have $60,000 in the gasser and you'll be broke as shit. And that's just how, that's what you need to avoid. Just
take a car, throw a straight axle under it, put a fun motor in it and a 4-speed.
Do it like they did in the 60s. Get you a damn real car with a real frame under it. Leave whatever under there that came from the factory that you can use and put a motor shit in it and jake it up. It's that simple. It's 60s technology. Build you a plain old car.
Yeah, you could do that. You could throw a motor in one and a 4-speed as long as it don't put no high back seats in it. Don't put no cow tracks, nothing, just old ladder bars and bring it under and you can run with us. It's simple.
It's 1960 stuff. Everybody thinks that you got to put one up on a fucking jig and put a damn square tube chassis under it. Everything's got to be perfect and level, which they say that's not putting an old body on a new frame. Horseshit. If you take an old body to somebody and you mount it on a brand new square tube chassis, that's putting an old body on a chassis. That ain't 60s to me. So just build it the way you want to. You're knocking out a whole lot of people with this high dollar crap because people, there's a lot more poor people now than rich people. And I know that. And I just hate to see somebody not be able to do it because they ain't got the money and they're scared to have to go broke trying to do it. So don't do it.
Yeah. Throw it together.
Do what you can afford, and it might not.
Yes, because you can race us.
Yeah, you can race with us, man. It might not be the fastest, but
yeah, we're there.
I've been out running with some of the fastest shit in the world. I don't care. It won't be the last time either. They ain't getting no cherry. You outrun me, you won't. Shit, I'm just honored to get up there and take off with you. It don't matter to me. I'll just look for the first 60 foot anyway.
Yep.
But usually I'll get that first 60 foot. Wayne got up there and went by me one time on the rear wheel. Shit, I thank him for it.
Wiggle, wiggle, that's what he said.
Yeah, wiggle, wiggle. Hell, that was fun. He blowed my damn doors off just to show he could do it. I don't care. Don't bother me now. Gave me another day experience.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll run a damn pro mod. It don't matter to me. There's always anything can happen in a drag race. But
yeah.
Everybody
just hope and pray that your stuff is right, because if something happens and you get beat by one of these turds, it's bad. Just
now that one day will come.
Yeah.
It will come. One of them will show off and show up and just kind of be off his game a little bit, and something will happen, and I get there first. It's a win. BP or CJ right there, we'll win. And you can't never get out from under that because there'll be cameras all over.
Oh yeah. Full coverage. See, if we lose, we're supposed to. But if you lose,
I should lose because I ain't got shit to run nobody with. If you lose, you done spent $30,000-$40,000 and you just still lost. So
it's a garbage.
It happens, yeah. That's like that damn old truck down there, sitting out there. You outrun that truck, you done something. You know, you done something. If that truck outruns you, you got beat by a $3,000 turd with a 22-year-old motor in it. A brick. So that's how I look at it. It's just a drag race. But it's just getting to where big money. You know, everybody wants you to spend so much damn money. People ain't got that kind of money to do it. And it scares everybody to death, but they just...
Well, everybody puts down the transmission. You cannot speed shift a Muncie. This is true, but the only thing that has not busted in these cars is the Muncies. That's the only thing that's never busted is the transmissions. Yeah, you can't speed shift them, but they ain't never busted.
Yeah, we ain't never busted one. We ain't got that much horsepower, but if you start throwing 1,300 horsepower, they bust Jerichos and shit too. They bust those, so that's...
Well, yeah, when you start busting a Jericho and high tower transmission, that's nuts.
They got the best transmissions you can put in them. They still scatter them all over the track.
It's all high dollar stuff.
Need to figure out a cheap way to do it. The D-gas is supposed to be the cheapest racing there was. That's for the slow cars, but now that's all changed. Now it ain't cheap, nor it ain't.
We're gonna need an E-gas. A, B, C, D, E, F. We need a Z.
You can't do it. Everybody just keeps dropping down. You can have an F-gas, and within a half a year, it might be running 640s. You can't do it. There ain't no way.
Oh well, like I said.
So we just gonna show up and have fun, make a couple passes. Don't expect to win, but I want to meet me some fans, and that's what I'm all about. Talk to some young'uns and see some smiles and have fun with my old damn car. That's all we're worried about.
That's
have
it.
fun with my boy. You can keep that damn trophy.
Yeah, I know. If I won a trophy, I would not care. I would toss it to the side because it ain't about it.
What's the trophy? $35? Buy one.
Maybe we're just not competitive, Dad.
No, we're just not competitive. No, it's just because we wasn't raised up to be like, if you don't win, son, you're nothing. If you don't win, bullshit. You can win everything by showing up.
But you can't, see, the thing is, you can't build a 60s era perfect car and expect to beat nobody because there's no existing ones. You cannot show up with 60s junk and beat modern day stuff. It's impossible.
60s period correct, every damn piece, you'll run what we run. Or
close to it. These aren't even perfect. The tunnel rams isn't 60s.
No.
I mean, it's not perfect 60s. It's as close as we could get.
No tunnel ram is 60s.
No, well, the bread box was 67.
The only one. But that's just, if it's all period correct just like it is, you're going to break shit, you're going to push it, you're going to wheelie it, you're going to go sideways, you might hit the guardrail, you might damn run over shit, you might not have no brakes, you might push it through the pits. Hell, it's just going to happen. But the perfect car is what everybody's looking for, and it's not going to happen. You're supposed to pull up there, never break it, never get oil on the track, never do this, never do that.
Wait.
But it don't matter.
What we're saying is, poor folks throw a gasser together and come down and race with us.
Poor folks is just as important as rich folks. That's the bottom line. Big Daddy said so.
And that's the bottom line.
And I don't care what you got. If you love it, by God, it means something to you. It means something to us. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Come and run it. Have fun.
Come on, run with it. Come on. Just for the hell of it. Yeah, I forgot it's got blowed air gaskets on it, so I just wanted to fire it up. So just hang on with that thought. I just wanted to fire it up just for the hell of it to get my blood pumping, just let everybody know that Bad Penny ain't dead. She just parked. So I'll stick a header gaskets on it and I'll fix it that little leakety. I forgot about that shit. We pulled up on a trailer, sounded like Fido's ice. It blowed out the last pipe and I ain't touched it. So that's proof I ain't touched it. So.
It blowed out, but it still runs 784.
Yeah, still running 784, blowed out. Header gaskets.
It blowed out in the burnout box. I heard it was like.
Anyway, just hang on. We'll fix that shit and get back in here and fire it back up again. Try this again. Much better. November 4th, Southeast Gassers, Shady Side Dragway. Come on down there. We're going to go hang out and have a little fun and jerk these old cars around a little bit and yank a few gears and turn back some years. Come on down there.
Those 30 over 302 pistons? I don't think so. Okay, so started up and she's not happy. Something's wrong. It might have been all over that rev limiter all the way down the track.
It's real tight.
Oh yeah, the motor's real tight. Intake, pop heads off, and if I got to, I'll be rebuilding this motor.
See what happens.
It is what it is.
It's running, it's free, so we'll see what happens.
But as it runs, it ain't going, yep, rup, rup, rup. It's like, tack, tack, tack.
It ain't squalling, it ain't going bang, 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 bang. It's just real tight.
So.
It's like, I mean, it may have busted the top of one of them pistons where it was tapping up here.
Very well could have.
At 7,000, it gets a lot worse, so it might have popped it.
Especially at 8.
Yeah, the little pack ain't there no more. So
Nah.
Just don't want to hurt it no more. It's all it's going to do is make it worse.
Yeah.
Lock it up.
But
fuck it up, so.
luckily, Jason give me that 327 small journal block. I got 11.5 to 1 pistons laying there thanks to Kerry Fox, and these rods will go right on the 283 crank that's already in there. Boom, boom, transplant. I'll put it back in here and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. That 327 block's a whole lot better shape than this one was. But I'm just saying, if that piston's messed up.
Sure, it's 30 over.
This is 30 over. His is standard.
That one.
Oh, it's standard, yeah.
Is it standard?
Standard. Which is a legit 302. This is 306.
There you go, Jason. That might be a saving grace, bro. We'll see.
I just ordered a rebuild kit and bearings. It's another $200.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, it does.
Shit.
Hopefully the rods and everything's good. Because them's floaters and them other pistons is floaters. So they'll go right on them rods. So, we will see. About to pull the intake, got the valve covers, got the rockers off on one side. Just tearing it all back apart to see what's making noise. The stripper was super tight, but when we pulled it out, it was like...
So yeah, real tight, so some damage is somewhere.
Yeah.
Where it will be, we don't know.
We'll see when we pull the heads off. It's probably like you say, it's probably something up top. Well, the exhaust valves look clean.
It all looks good, so be alright.
Guess we'll pull this off.
There we go.
Got it. Yep. Alright, well, we got it all tore down. I'm probably going to pull the motor out tomorrow. One of the cam lobes is not as big as it once was. That's a solid cam. So, what do? We throw a bigger, heavy-duty roller in it.
Yep.
Courtesy of Todd Napier.
Todd Napier.
But you can't.
Going to use.
Yep, you can't see, but I think the cam lobe started going and it got something in the bottom end. I think when we pull the crank and stuff out, it's going to be some on it. Because that oil is awful thick and grimy.
Got a lot of metal, as you can know.
It's got a lot of metal, a lot more metal than just 2 lobes would cause. This will be ordering me a rebuild kit.
For the sake of continuing.
The saga sucks.
It'll be a hell of a last race, though, ain't it? Fuck, ain't never over.
No, if I can't get it to hook to the ground, I can't get the clutch to work, and now the motor give up on me. So
it's kind of a clutch motor training.
it's kind of just build the whole car again.
Yeah, again.
Suspension works. I give it that.
Never in solid rock. I must have said that shit. 30 seconds take back.
Let it blow. I don't care. Let it blow up. I'll fix it too.
I tell you, we'd probably be better off take like a fucking stock Ace 454 with some Dookie K5 heads on it. Just plain something. Stick a fucking cam in it. Probably make more power than anything we got. Go there and turn it to 5,500 and just run this
shit. Sound like a dump truck.
Yeah, sound like a damn dump truck. Idles like a damn Calamity shit. Just pucket like a.
Probably would.
I
Just
swear
by
to God.
chance.
Everybody puts these 454s, we'll hear them at the damn drag strip and they sound like turkey fucking ass. Sound like a turkey fart. And they fucking run 7 modes.
Torque. It's torque. That's what Jimmy told me.
Pure shit,
Jim said a big Blotton makes torque and torque moves the car.
They won't have nothing special done to the damn thing.
No, just cam. I'd put me a 106 lobe separation in one.
454 and get 500 horsepower out of it without all fucking trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Let's get through. I'm done.
Shut down the alley.
Yeah, I'm shut down now.
Alley shut down. Break her cars, you can't break a fucking spirit.
God knows they've tried.
Everybody's tried. They all tried.
The cars tried.
Cars will push you to the limit of no end.
Yeah. And it's what's crazy about it is I'm so used to it now. It's like not even.
It's just like normal.
Not even that big of a deal.
It's just like it's part of it.
I'll tear it down, sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's 30 minutes. Oh, now that thing.
That didn't take too long. Probably about 40 minutes, go all the way to the bottom. But yeah, just normal, typical, everyday stuff. Okay, Saturday morning, and S10's out here in the yard, and we are pulling the intake, pulling the water pump, put an electric water pump on it, put a different cam in it, put a tunnel ram on it, 2 660s. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting morning. See electric water pump over there, old Moroso. This thing keeps throwing belts, and Colt wants to gain a little horsepower, so we'll put an electric water pump on it. 15 to 20 horse ponies. So yeah, that's what we do. And he wanted a tunnel ram to begin with, which that's what it needs. And this cam that we're putting in is a little bit smaller duration, but everything else is pretty much the same, so it ought to idle better in gear. He won't need to swap to the bigger converter.
I'm right here.
All right, go ahead, pull it off. And there she goes, the single. What's funny is we're putting a cam in that'll make power a little down low a little better, and now we're putting a tunnel ram.
Suburban, huh?
And we're taking the intake that makes power down low off.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this somebody's getting caught. This motherfucker got oil going everywhere.
You asked for it. We just gonna set it down there, let it drain.
Oh, my leg was soft. Shit.
It's okay.
Yeah, it looks good in there. Good, and nice and clean, pretty.
Yeah.
Helmet fell off the truck when we was leaving going racing. Guy found it, brought it back to us. Pretty cool.
All right, this cam come from Steven. What's his last name? Sosa, S-O-U-S-A. So, Steven, here she goes. See, she's a crane, I believe, or a comp cam. Pretty sure it's a crane. No, it's comp cam. Good brand. See, there it is. There's your part number right there. See where he signed it, 2 Skull Garage from Steven. Awesome, she's going in. This is solid.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
Very much.
See, we put these parts to use.
Eventually, we'll put them to use.
Eventually. There's laying the slickum to it for the install. I was holding it down at my crotch, but he refused to lubricate it.
He touched it once.
All right, Steven, there goes the cam.
There
She's
you go,
going in.
Parts are going back to use, brother. See, we do use everything anybody gives us. We use it.
Eventually.
Yep, we will prove it to you. It's this camp signed and scripted on the end. Stephen done this stuff. Y'all like that fold out grill, though. We prepare for everything. This grill just folds out, change cam. Yeah.
Cam's in, timer goes back on, bouncer back on, rocker's back on, and the tunnel ram is sitting over there. I just pulled the top apart and resealed it. It'll be going on here in a minute. Whenever Dad gets back with the bolts to seal up these little holes. See, this thing was ported for a fogger system. So it's all fine thread. We need fine thread plugs put in there. There's a course. So, all Alright, electric water pump is on. We got the distributor fixed and made a spacer. See that spacer going underneath the back of the distributor. Now water pump's on. Now I gotta put distributor cap. Might just leave the valves loose like they are and start it. But the carburetor on, run the fuel line, and hook everything else back up.
Piece of rubber under here. They rubber on there.
Yeah.
Don't know where it went.
It's.
See that? Swap meet right there. $10.
$10.
Buku.
$10 each.
Oh, I threw it in the truck.
$10 each. He said, I don't know if it's running on it. It was 20. I said 10. He said, I'll take it off. I don't even know.
Yeah, get rid of it. Take
I
it.
think it'll run. I looked it up and said, yeah. And they wanted them little old bolts. It gives you that thing for like $5-6 a piece. Yeah, not skull. I go up there at Lowe's and get me 4 bolts that's 5 inches long and get 5 lock washers on each one of them, space it out where you use a wrench. Yeah.
Make it work. Let me get in there. Oh, it works like a champion.
Tell you where it is.
Oh, I ain't got but like
Cutting out
2
the big
minutes of battery left. That's great. All right, we're probably going to have to buy a linkage thing for it. But as of right now, it's all together. Putting the spark plugs back on. Carbs are on, lines are run. This broke. Electric pump's not wired yet. It ain't got no water in it. We just want to see if it'll make noise. Just see if we can get it to crank over and fire. And hopefully it don't idle to the moon or nothing like that.
Huh? In the shop?
Get a rag so you can put it out. Let it line up.
Flip the pump on. Good. Needs more timing. What's good? It ain't right yet. What? It ain't right yet. What do you mean good? Oh. One more. Try that. She's good. How like that, folks? Well, Colton, you have a tunnel ram now.
Oh, yeah.
Cam don't sound bad, man. It sounds about like it did. Actually, sounds a little better, I think. We'll continue on tomorrow. But that's a wrap, folks. New cam, tunnel ram, 2 carburetors. Carburetors is a little fat for her. I might have to lean her out a little bit, but that's all in the fine tuning. Timing ain't quite right, but it's firing, so that's good. It's a good deal.
You done hook those wires.
I am. Alright, so the water pump's working. I made this linkage. It's like, it works, so super ghetto together, but it works. So now he's going to try to start it from inside. The timing ain't right yet. What?
What this?
Oh, that's a vacuum for the transmission. I'm going to have to run that somewhere. I could probably run it across in this port.
But what are you going to do with it?
I just want to start under, see if it'll start like it, see if he can work the throttle, and then I got to set the timing on it so the timing's right. Yeah, we're gonna put the other water pump back on it because this stuff it's not gonna keep it cool enough. So we're gonna put the other water pump back on, the alternator and all that stuff, so we don't need no special bracket. Then he's gonna buy a linkage for the carburetor because one I made, it's quirky. It's made out of ghetto junk, so whatever. Water pump, electric fan. There you go, tunnel ram done. Just got a few little quirks here and there to fix. And if we can ever find another 650, we'll put two 650s on it instead of them 660s. Because it'll just be better. They just work better for street driving and just tooling around and stuff like that. It'll be good. But yeah, that made the converter a whole lot looser. Because that converter's a 4200 ARC car nitrous converter. And with that other cam, the cam that I had put in the motor to begin with was a 4-speed cam. I mean, it is crazy duration, big lift. I mean, it's radical cam. So, alright, got everything off with the pull motor. We got Colton's tunnel ram installed and running. I just got over linkage. So we come out here today, which we did all the tunnel ram stuff earlier today, and then we come out here about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Sick, but still. We'll pull the motor out, flip it over, put it on the engine stand, see what's wrong. We found a couple cam loads were bad, so we're going to see what kind of damage it did to the bearings and stuff. If everything's good, I'll throw new rings and bearings, well, new rod and main bearings in it, and put it back together again. So we'll see.
Simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that.
We help.
If not, more complicated, throw back together. Whatever.
I think you called it early.
Yeah, we might have. Might have caught it just in time to prevent ultimate destruction.
He is putting a roller cam in this though.
Oh yeah, we're going roller. Roller. No more solid.
No more break.
Tap it, yeah.
No more break in. Nightmares break in, they can.
This new cam will go beep, 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 beep.
We don't need no more beam, beam, beam. We need a boom, boom, scatter.
No, we don't need boom, boom, we need beep, beep, beep.
We don't need beam, beams. That's where we're at now. Boom.
No, the RPM just killed the cam. That's all it is.
8,500 leaves, shit like that.
I didn't leave it at 85.
Wherever it's at.
It was sticking it way up RPM going down the track when it got stuck in first gear. That's what that was. It wasn't launching. It was just sustained. What you don't want to do is sustain that RPM. But fix pull motor out. So cool. In the gravel, like always, junk style. Alright, all that metal was back down in the pan again, and it barely ran for like 20 seconds. So, oh, Mike White's got me a banjo Matthews crank. I just gotta go pull it out of the motor. So, Mike White, I will be coming to see you if you watch our videos. I'll be coming by there to get that 283 because I need me another crank yet again.
Shit, another one.
Yeah, check it out. Boom.
Other than them scratches, it's good.
Man, buff right out of there.
Yeah, I don't think 1,000 grit and shoestring will get that one.
That 283 though.
When we popped that main cap loose, dude, you can smell that. You never.
It released the odor.
Can't never smell blowed up. Somebody didn't lock up though. We caught it, but it fucked shit up.
Yeah. So I got to buy 2 more rods and.
Hopefully, rest is good.
Yeah, it is. I'm confident.
Yeah.
Ain't no discoloration. So.
They ain't blue, so it heated that rod up.
If you ever get a rod that turns color, junk it.
That thing kept good oil pressure though.
It did.
I don't get it.
You seen it when it fired the other day? 60 oil pressure, 60 pounds at idle.
It's up there because this wasn't lined up. Probably. It's really jacked up because the damn bearings turned.
Oh well. Not the proper tool for the job, Dad.
I ain't never got the damn proper tool, but I've got a tool.
Is it turn over freer now?
Yeah, it's not much better.
That's why she went.
Well, it ain't gonna hurt. It's just like, hold on out.
I just straight up destroy some stuff. Calamity, dude. If I had like a parts list, man.
I'll hand it to you. Just tear it from shit.
But the motor would turn RPM like no other.
It'll turn. Yeah, it's because we try shit nobody else will do. Nobody run this kind of stuff. Everybody's got to have all this. They can spend thousands of dollars. We do it for hundreds of dollars, so we expect them not to do good. So whatever.
Look at that purdy.
Had the shit run through it, but that's not bad.
Yeah, but it didn't spin.
Nope, did not spin.
So, good. Oh, man. Look at that. That was held in there. The bolt ain't even through it.
Shit.
Bolt was twisted.
What the fuck?
Weird. Outlaw, boy.
Even down.
That's dangerous as it gets right there. Oh, look at that. I don't know how that went. It was hung in there a different way. Fancy. Oh yeah, if anybody that has never run H-beam rods before, I highly suggest picking up a set if you have the means.
Things are badass.
If you have the means, if Ferris Bueller quotes what that is.
They're a nice piece.
But when you torque them, you have to torque them with the ARP assembly lube.
Yes.
So the torque specs stay correct. And these are torqued to 65.
You don't, you will have.
Yeah. Because you might spin a bearing. I bet you them ever just had metal flush through it or whatever and it just eat it up. But you finally spun.
Something else, I don't know.
Because it's 1 and 2, both together. It's like it just didn't get oil to it or something. Got crud in it, blocked it up, and couldn't get no oil. Alright, let's finish. Continue on. Alright, crank's out. I'll be getting another crank. I'm trying to find one.
The block's all good, didn't spin no mains.
No, it didn't hurt the mains. It do not just run some junk through them. But
Shit through all of them.
all cam bearings, look, they got a nice polish on them now. So that's good.
Yeah.
Let's bag it and tag it and
Now we begin the journey.
we'll just buy 2 more rods and buy a rebuild kit and see if I can get that crank for my quiet, or if not, I got that other one back there that come out originally. The end of it's messed up where you can't keep a gear on it.
Crank Jason brought you 283?
They're both 350. If I had some like 11.5 or 12 to 1 30 over 327 pistons, I'd put them on them rods. About 331. But if I don't, I'll just go back 302.
Floater pistons though.
Huh?
Have to be floater pistons.
Well, most all TLW stuff was floater.
Oh.
But anything 327 is high dollar.
Yeah. Shit, ain't no doubt about that. But anyway, the block did not hurt.
No.
Cranks hurt. 2 rods are gone. Pistons, wrist pins, all good. Minor setback, but we know what was making a ragged, so there you go.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That was our tightness for sure.
That's probably why it didn't want to start when it got hot.
It was locking down. It didn't want to do nothing. I mean, that thing put the bearing on top of the other.
Yeah, overlap.
Yeah, look at that. Put the bearing over the other bearing.
That crank could have had a bad journal on it. I mean, it wasn't perfect when I pulled it out. It had some scratches and stuff.
We was talking about this block and that crank. You seen where that shit come from? We wouldn't know where it run that.
This was covered, I mean, rusted all the way, sat in that basement for many years.
Yeah, totally.
And then that was set on fire.
Yeah, that was burnt, so.
Come out of that block back here that was soaked in water. It was full of water inside.
Yeah.
So.
It's one that burned up in that fire and come out there and put it out, and then they'd give us that. We took it out and used it. We do the best we can with what we got, so we'll just do it.
We bring stuff back to life and then we re-kill it.
Yeah, y'all, it's proof we use shit. If we get a hold of something, we gonna use it. It's proof. We will use it.
It's like Frankenstein. We created it, then we have to kill it.
Right, we bring it to life, and then we put it out just like we bring it. Then we can get something new. Build another creature.
Creature. But alright, that's a wrap.
That'd be a good name, creature.
Creature.
Be a good name for a gasher, creature.
Creature. That's a wrap. We're done. Tunnel ram fixed on Colton's truck, new cam in it, 2 660s, it's running, and mine is back to this again.
Sounds good. It's like springboard. Boing, boing, boing. It's all good.
Yeah, look. Imaginary motor.